Hello students, welcome back after your first periodic. Hope you all have done well. So children, in this class we are going to start new chapter of class 10th geometry, that is chapter number 6, triangles. This triangle chapter, it is the part of unit 4. Unit 4 consists of 3 chapters: triangles, circles and constructions, and the weightage given to this unit is 15 marks. Quite a good weightage. So children, this chapter is very important chapter, right? So let us begin with triangle chapter. So due to this unusual conditions, NCERT has removed or reduced some topics from the syllabus. So let us discuss which all theorems are deleted from this chapter. Okay, so proof of the following theorems are deleted. The first one is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. In the textbook, this is theorem 6.6 and the name of this theorem is areas of similar triangles theorem, right? And the second theorem is, in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. So this is your converse of Pythagoras theorem. Theorem 6.9 in the textbook. So these two theorems are deleted. Now students, in 9th standard you have learned in detail the congruence of triangles. Okay, you have learned the tests of congruence. So today let us find out what is the difference between congruent figures and similar figures, right? So congruent figures, two figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. For example, children, here two stars are given. Can you say whether they are congruent or not? So for that you need to overlap them. So if I overlap them, what happens? They exactly coincide each other. So that means these two stars, they are congruent, or these figures are congruent figures. Now let us see some more examples of congruent figures. So here two smileys given. Let me overlap them. Yes. So they exactly coincide with each other. Further, these two triangles, they also coincide with each other. So these are some of the examples of congruent figures. Now, what are similar figures? Okay, so two figures having the same shape and not necessarily the same size are called similar figures. So here in the diagram you can see two flowers which are similar in shape, but are their size similar, size equal? So let us overlap each other, overlap them. No, they will not exactly coinciding each other. So that means such figures are similar figures. Their shape is same but the sizes are different, right? So we'll see some more examples of similar figures in our daily life. So in geography you study world map, or on the globe we can study the world map. So that globe and the actual earth is an example of similar figures. Even in construction, before constructing any building, what engineers do? First, they draft the blueprint of that construction by taking suitable scale, so that design, the drafted design and the actual building, they are an example of similar figures, right? Now there are some geometrical figures which are always similar. Let us see what are those. Here, see, in the first diagram you can see the circles of different radii, isn't it? So here, concentric circle, this is another circle, this is third circle. So these are all circles, but their radii are different. So same shape but different size is an example of similar figure. So you can say that two circles are always similar. Come to the next example. What are these figures? They are squares, squares of different size. So two squares are always similar. Can be a square of length 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter or 1 centimeter, whatever may be the length of the side, but their shape is same. So two squares are always similar. Now third diagram, these are all equilateral triangles. So whatever may be the lengths of their sides, equilateral triangles are always similar. So remember, this is very important. They may ask this in fill in the blanks or true or false or MCQ type question, right? So I hope you have understood this. Very simple. Now let us proceed. So children, you must have heard about postcard size photograph, passport size photograph and stamp size photograph, isn't it? So what photographer does? Whatever original that negative film he has, he just enlarges according to the required size. Suppose he has that negative film say of 25 millimeter, and if he has to develop that film into stamp size photograph, so he may enlarge that up to 35 millimeter, or to get passport size photograph he may enlarge up to say 45 millimeter, and to get postcard size photograph he may enlarge that film up to 55 millimeter. So what he is doing? He is just enlarging the sides of that photograph. While doing this, do you find any change in the inclination? What is the meaning of inclination? Inclination means angle between two adjacent sides. So here the angle is 90 degree. Here also the angle is 90 degree. And here also the angle is, in third diagram also the angle is 90 degree. Do you find any change in the inclination? No. So let us put all these points together and will frame one generalized definition of similar figures. So two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, equal ratio or proportion. These are all similar terms. Okay, the meaning is same. If the ratio is equal throughout, that means the sides are in proportion. For example, here in this case, for stamp size photograph, the ratio is 25 upon 35 or 25 upon 45 or 25 upon 55. Okay, so only the lengths of the sides are enlarged here. So sides are in proportion and angles are equal. So such figures are called similar figures. I hope you have understood the concept of similar figures, right? But in this chapter we will restrict ourselves only to the similarity of triangles, no other geometrical figure. So children, in the next lesson we will discuss about the similarity of triangles and the important theorem related to the topic. So that's all for today's lesson. Okay, we'll meet in the next lesson. Bye. Thank you.